Hi, everyone. Welcome to my mess. So I think I might be a little bit early, a couple minutes early, but I've been, hi, Angie. I just have had a few of my own, setbacks. Hi, Melissa. How are you? Just, you guys, I can't fix my camera to focus in. I tried. It's some sort of app problem. And hi, Mina. Hi, Mary Lou. Hi, Renee. Hi, Candy. You're lurking from bed. Hi, Angie. Hi, Holly. Hi, Jane. Hi, Journey. I'm going to see if I can zoom in. You guys, I troubleshooted this yesterday and tried to, and the only way that I can get close up is if I stream. It'll do it for Facebook Live and it'll do it through StreamYard, but it won't do it through YouTube. So you guys, yeah. So you get the whole plethora. Get my big old mess. Hi, Peggy. Hi, Norma. Hi, Suzanne. Hi, Mary. Mary, thank you for doing this for all of us. I know it can be very frazzling, and I appreciate you. Hi, Ruth. Hi, Aunt Beck. Hi, Richella. That's a beautiful name. Hi, Lala. So you guys are back with me in my recycling frenzy. Hi, Malia. So you guys, I do have, if you go to my channel, I do have some wrapping paper. I think I have like paint your own wrapping paper, make your own. Hi, PG. You love big old messes. Oh my God, girl. You guys have no idea how big my mess is. So I have a lot of recycling packaging things. You know, for me, I live on an island, for those of you that don't know. And can I tell you, everything I didn't know this when we moved here, but the island I live on is the most expensive place in the United States to live. So when my daughter would be invited to a birthday party, and I didn't want to spend $20 on the wrapping. And I know some of you can go, okay, you're being cheap, but you know what? The present's what it was, right? So everything you see here is some form or fashion of something recycled. This is I don't know, it came in the mail. It's a junk mail. It was American Fund, short-term tax-exempt bond fund. Somebody was throwing it away. But it makes really good things, so I painted on it. And then I made little flowers out of it, but you could make big ones. And you could also use this as wrapping paper. First thing I'm going to show you is this one. This is my favorite thing. It is hi, Cheryl. Hi, Kim. And if I didn't say hi to you, sorry, you guys chat me all caps. Hi, Teresa. Okay, this is my ultimate favorite thing. I don't know, can you see it? It's a shade store catalog. Let me see if I can get myself in the camera thing. Okay, these come for free. You can order them. Why I like them is because they have, like, when you look through here, like, okay, this would be a perfect page, right? That would be this one. This would be a perfect page. This page here would be perfect. But I tore one out. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to do first. Okay, this is how the package ended up. This is how, I don't know, can you guys see it? This is the package. This is the wrapping, right? Out of a shade store catalog, and I'll show you how I did it. So what I did was I took a piece of sandpaper. This is like you guys can use any kind of sandpaper. I just recycle everything. This is some sandpaper my potty brought home one day. It doesn't have any grit on it. And this is one of those, what is this called? You know that you do plastic needle thing? What is it? Somebody pipe in and tell me what it's called. Yeah, you can get free samples from the shade store. I've gotten those too. Plastic, whatever it is. You know what? You guys get it what it is. I don't know what it's called. All right. So then you put the paper that you want to, plastic canvas. Thank you, Teresa. Sorry. Hi, Beth. Thank you. I loved your snippets, Beth. Your clusters. Okay, so I'm going to take the sandpaper to this page. Now, this also works good when you, when you have like a solid page, you know, like sometimes some of those ads are really dark and they'll just have like, I don't know. I don't know if I have another magazine near me, but I'll have to look. Okay. Now you can do this over your stencils too. I just like doing it over this canvas, this plastic canvas. It does make dust, so all right. So can you see how the paper, how the wrapping paper is going to be? See how cool it is? All the solids now have like little things on them, and then you can just wrap your package. Cool, yeah. Cool. Yeah, needlepoint mesh, Mina. Thanks, Mina. Hi, Joyce. Hey, Mina. So that's one of my favorite things. And you know, you guys, you don't have to do it on such a small piece. You can make your paper really big, but for demonstration purposes. So if you have like, let me see if I have another one. I'll show you one. Let me see. Let me find one that's completely dark. I have a fashion magazine near me. Okay, this is Massage Therapy magazine. Okay, let's look. Let's see if they have one that's like, you know how fashion magazines sometimes have like, they'll just have like an ad with a tree and a car or something like that. But maybe I won't find it in this one. Here, let me see. Let's look at this. You can also do this with book pages too, not just that. Okay, so this one might be good. It's got two cute owls on it. It's not as dark as I'd like, but this one might be good. So you do the same thing. Now, if you do it over stencils, you get whatever the stencil is underneath it, right? I'm just doing it over this plastic canvas, but if you've got some cool stencils that you love, do it over that. If you make your own stencils, do it over that. You know, it's like a crayon rubbing, but instead of putting the color on, you're taking the color off. It works great with Nat Geo magazines. I also use these things for collage backgrounds too. So, okay, take a look at that. Can you guys see? Isn't it cool? It just makes it a little different. Okay, so that's one way, and that's this package right here. Okay, and I did mine with the shades right now. Okay, the next thing is this one. Now this one is just a plain recycled book page. What I've done is I've taken my stencil and I took my homemade spray inks and I made wrapping paper. Now these are a bunch of book pages glued together just with some glue stick, right? And we all have lots of book pages because we use books a lot, right? But it makes really beautiful homemade wrapping paper. And it really didn't cost you anything because this is with everything you have in your home. Hi, Janet. Thanks. Hi, Violet. So that is this one. And you can make them as big or as small. The cool thing about this is you can actually, the book pages themselves, look how small they are. I think they're like 5 by 7, but you could make your wrapping paper as big as you'd need, and all you need is a glue stick. And I used my own homemade spray inks. Right? Often, you guys, my daughter will say, I'm going to a birthday party. And I go, when? She goes, today or right now. And I find myself doing this. So that's gift wrap option number 2. Okay. Now, gift wrap, I want to show you gift wrap. This is another gift wrap option. This is where you sew your pages together. Now, I'm actually going to wrap, I don't know if you can see it. I sewed it with yellow, goldish yellow thread. So, and this is Japanese book pages. So I'm going to wrap the gift that I'm making for someone in this. So you guys, you already have it right in your home. You don't, so you can sew it, you can glue it. All right, let's see. Gift wrap number, whatever the number we're on now, is this. Okay, so look, I make all my own envelopes. I don't know if you guys do. So super simple. I can walk you through it. It's like not rocket science. This was one of my daughter's birthday presents. And I just took an atlas page, sewed it together in the middle, folded it over, sewed it up on the sides, has all these birthday cards that she got in it. She keeps it on her shelf. That is easy peasy, right? So maybe it's not a map. Maybe it's dictionary pages. Maybe it's children's book pages. Maybe it can be anything. And look how beautiful and colorful that is, right? You don't even have to do anything. Okay, these are painted magazine pages. Let me see if you can see one of them. I know says Vogue on it. Let me see if I can find the one that says Vogue. Here it is. Okay, this one says Vogue on it. Can you see it's a Vogue magazine? And I loved your ornaments. Hi, JL. Hi, Linda. So this is a Vogue magazine cover. What I did was I painted on them just like this. You know, these are all magazine covers, but they're kind of flimsy, or magazine pages, not necessarily the cover. That one was this one was one of the covers. And then I put a brittle or more fragile book page on the inside, right? And for this one, what I did was I sewed it here, and then I folded it up and sewed it on the sides because I wanted it to be like a big envelope. Now, if you can totally mail these. If you are, put a sticker on it. Hey, Deb. Hi, Lynn. So you guys already have all this. This is like nothing. This is just scraping paint with a credit card, putting a few stencils down, dabbing some paint through it. You know, this is nothing. You guys could do this, and everybody will have their own homemade things. So here's some of the ones I have in my stash. And here's some of the envelopes that I've made. These are really great if you're going to send. You're going to go ahead and send some Happy Mail or Christmas card or maybe a New Year's card. Cool, yeah? Super easy. And it was fun because, you know, you're just painting on magazine pages. And you have it. Like from one magazine, you can get, you could probably do your whole Christmas list from one magazine. Or send an ATC. But now you guys get my aesthetic of stuff. Okay, so that was that one. Now, these are super easy. This is just wax paper, okay? I have a book page in it so you can see it. Wax paper that has a stamp on it, or stamped on it. I stamped on it with some gold paint maybe, or maybe it is gold ink, I don't remember. And the little painting on it, and then I glued it together. You can put all kinds of Christmas treats in it. Put some tissue paper in it. Here's one, and here's one. I don't know, can you see it? The glare is kind of, there you go. But you guys have this in your stash already. This is like a no-brainer. And if you don't want somebody to see what's inside of it, put a book page inside or line it. But it makes really, you know, first of all, it has good sound. And second of all, it has a really nice feel. And it's fun, easy, and you made it yourself. Okay. The next one is this. So I made one of these not that long ago. One of my daughter once again telling me she has to go to a birthday party, and I'm like, oh my gosh, really? So this is a cover of, this is a book that I had, just the cover, right? And there's the spine. And all I did was I did something to reinforce the spine because it was an old book. Actually, I used a piece of a Tyvek, a Tyvek used envelope. And then I put some, I don't know if you can see it, I put some music paper down, and then I made 2 accordions on either side with music paper. And then there's a piece of punch some holes, and here you go, voila. There's a super fast, you know, the longest part of it is having the glue dry. And I used wet glue. I used PVA glue. But you could probably use score tape if you wanted. This makes it really fun. I've made many of these, and they're always received really well. I used this glue for my wax paper, Lynn. this Amazon Basics that Anne turned us all onto. How I combined painty papers with the sanding. You mean on the stencil-y thing? You mean the one where yeah, you could totally do painty papers with the sanding. But when you're sanding it, it's gonna some of it's gonna come off. But yeah, you could paint it and do it. If I have extra painty paper around here, I'll do one. This is super fun, super easy. Now, keep in mind that if you need a bigger one, just get a bigger book or get a book with a bigger spine, right? Like dictionaries or whatever you have. I bought it online. It's just Amazon Basics. It's just their glue. It's their version of Elmer's Extreme, I think. That's all it is. And it's super cheap. Okay, let's see. What else can I show you? Here. So I recycle all the jars in our house, and this one came from a tomato sauce jar. But I liked it because it has, the measurements on it. And if I make cookies or anything like that, I just sewed a little Christmas hat out of whatever fabric I had. This is Hawaiian fabric. It's not Christmas fabric. And then I just stick it on the jar. You remember me making the bags? Aw. And there you go. Now you can put your cookies in it, whatever you're going to give. Or sometimes what I do is I'll put a piece of tissue paper in it and then put the present, like, I don't know, one of my kids one year was really into lipsticks. So I did something like this and put all her lipsticks in it. This is like you could do it with a hot glue gun. I just sewed it, but it's nothing. Okay, super simple. So simple. The other thing is making your own garland from book pages that you can use instead of ribbon. Like you can use it on your package instead of ribbon. You just wrap it around and around and around. And then just find the end and tape it down. Make to and from. Super cute, right? And you can make your garland as big or as small as you can cut your circles, right? I just used this little circle punch because that was faster for demonstration purposes, but you guys can freehand it, right? This is also the same thing, and it's made with painty, made with the painty, whatever it was, the book pages, painting book pages, were the ones that I use my homemade spray inks on. Now you don't have to, these are just singular because the pages were thick enough, but if you didn't want to sew it, you could glue it in between thread and have your own garland. In fact, Anne, this is like a fun thing that you could do with your grandsons. I heard you saying you're going to make all your Christmas ornaments. This is so fun. You don't even have to sew it. You can just glue, if you have yarn or twine, just don't do it as tiny as I did it. Mine's just tiny for demonstration purposes. So tell me, are you guys, anybody making last minute Christmas presents? You're putting on your list Fabri-Tac and shoe polish? That sounds good, Meri, Fabri-Tac and shoe polish. Well, look how cute this is. If you just like decided you painted a bunch of, or spray inked a bunch of stuff, and then you put it on, just tape it on your package, right? There you go. Done deal. Okay, so the other thing I did is I made these gift tags. Now there is a video, it came out today, and these are the gift tags that I made from it. They are made from book pages, scrapbook paper. These are like 3 or 4 book pages stuck together with a painting paper on top, playing cards, product packaging, more book pages, and that's the painting paper on top of tier 3. And these are scratch-off lottery tickets. So if you guys go watch that video, it's super easy. You cut your circle, put some packing tape, that clear packing tape on top, or do it. I did it all at one time. I had a piece of cardstock or a piece of, I use recycled card, but whatever, and drew circles, punched a hole so that I would have a template, drew the circles, wrote what I wanted inside of it. Then I put the packing tape over it, burnished it really hard, and then you do it 2 parts acrylic paint, 1 part liquid dish soap. Paint it on, usually needs 2 coats. Let me see if I have a penny. I'll scratch it off. Oh, I do. I have a penny right here. And then you just take your penny to the, and it scratches it off. And if you mess it up, you can start again. So like say, you know, say you go, oh, I don't remember whose gift card that was. So this says sushi dinner. So you get the idea? So these are all the gift tags. And I guess I can show you my super simple Bowie flower cluster. Okay, so here's one. This is one that I did with my gosh, guys, recycled paper bag is the wrapping. And then the bow is like, instead of making like a tassel, you just make it like a, I don't know what you want to call it. And I'll show you how to do it. It's so super simple. But what's cool is, say you give this to a crafty friend, they can take all these bits out and use it in their art. Not neat? Super simple, easy. And you can make them bigger or smaller. Obviously, for demonstration purposes, I made them small. So, hey, Deb. You took the scenic route? Girl, I always take the scenic route. Hi, Allie. Okay, so you need a piece of something. Thread. This is just embroidery floss, but you can use anything. You could use yarn or whatever. And then you need about, I don't know, a bunch of layers. So all you do first is you put it, you want to put it sort of a little ways down. And you want to put whatever fabric you want on the bottom, on like in the very front first. This is like the most ridiculous thing ever, girls. So technical. And then you just tie it in like that. That's all. That is it. You do them one at a time, and you can decide the direction. It's a piece of bubble wrap. You can decide the direction that you're gonna tie it. I mean that your piece is gonna go. And just keep going. And use what you have. Use what you have. Do not go buy anything. You know, nobody said that Christmas wrap has to be red and green and gold. It can be whatever color you decide you want. I mean, and you just keep going until you have all the layers that you want. And if you don't like it, you undo it because it's not knotted in. It's just tied in. Hi, Mary Kay. Hi, Shelley. Hi, Sister Spitfire. Hey, Deb. So is anybody making their presents? You guys, I haven't even started mine. I am just going to admit it. I sent my one daughter because she moved. I sent her stuff. And because my sister is moving, or she just moved and they're moving again, her husband's retiring, she said, please don't send me anything. So I was like, okay. So I just have my immediate family here, and my older kids don't want anything because they would like to, they are ready, you guys. They're ready to move to Europe, back to Europe, but it can't happen for a while. So they're ready for that. So my daughter was like, please do not get us anything. I said, don't worry, I won't. So I'm going to take them out to dinner or give them a gift certificate that they can use while they're here. And I guess I'll do these one at a time so they go different directions. And my hottie doesn't want anything because you guys know that we're in the process of possibly relocating by the spring. So the only one I have to do anything for is my littlest one. So she wanted some makeup. So I got her makeup, but I was going to make her a t-shirt quilt. But guys, I've had zero time trying to pack up and let go and purge. Oh, that in itself has been a feat. Okay, and then you just fluff it up. Poof it up. And then you can cut them like if you're saying, oh, well, that's too big, or that one's not big. I want more here, or I want less there. You futz with it, you know, until you get it exactly like you like it. And you can tie it around a jar, like, you know. And if you want it to be more scrunched up, just do a wrap around the back like this. If you want it more scrunchy, you know, just take one of the threads or a separate thread and go around it just the way you would a tassel. And there you've got it all scrunchy. But can you imagine whatever you put in the center is what's going to be in the center? So you could even put beads in there. You could put anything. So that's this one. And then there's one made like this with bits of lace and stuff. You could put it on your package like I have here, or you can put it on a jar, or you can put it in a gift bag. Okay, the other thing, I made one of these. This is what I love to make, and I don't know if you guys ever do this. So this is like I love this graphic book. It's like a typography book. It's like, yeah. There'll be a few things I take with me when I go. One of them will be some of this pages. So I just glued 2 big pages together, folded it over like you do an envelope, pulled up the bottom, and then I sewed it. Now, what I love to often do is if I was going to mail this, I would stick the present or whatever I was going to mail inside of it, fold it back over, and take it to my sewing machine and sew it, and I would mail it just like that. And they do ship off. So I guess the last thing I can show you, you can't bring every paper pad with you? Oh, girl, you have no idea. I'm like over it. I had to let it go. Okay, so the last thing I can talk to you about are my little crazy flowers. Now, these are made from painted magazine pages, painted book pages, little tiny ones made out of that catalog, and then you can also do it with brown paper. I think they work. These I took to my sewing machine and I sewed, but you don't need to sew them. You could just punch a hole, put a brad, put a bead, whatever through it. And all you do is you crunch them all up. I'll show you how to make it. I have accumulated so many things. It is ridiculous. Some of them, when I'm like going through my stuff, I'm like, so I'm a little upset with myself that I didn't use it all up. You know, like I had the perfect opportunity to use it and I didn't. And yeah. So I'm going to be purging over the next, continue to purge. What did you say? Pop tops are good hangers. I agree. Your junk mail is precious cargo. Junk mail I'm not too worried about, but some of the books that I have, I've collected for a long time and I love them. They're like, I don't know why, but whatever. You love it, especially since you started watching me. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to be an enabler. Meri, I love your Charlie Brown Christmas tree. I think it's awesome. So this is just a recycled paper bag, but you can make them really big or you can make them really small. Crunched them up, and there's these cute little flowers. So you can make them big, like these. They're made the same way. We'll show you how. So you need, I think 8 works the best. That's just in my opinion, okay? This is a paper bag. And I'm not going to cut mine regular size. I'm going to just cut them irregular, but you can cut them any way you want. You can make these really big, and you can make them like, I've made them out of magazine pages. I used to love to make them out of the Costco flyer because the pages are kind of thin and they work really well for it. I don't know. You can make them out of bubble wrap. Because one year I wrapped everything in painted bubble wrap because I had a lot of it. I'm not really an enabler. You could just say no. Well, I loved the hop today. I had to go back and watch the early morning. Although I got there for Kathy Berg's, but it was like 4:30 in the morning for me or something. I don't know. That's when Meri usually streams, right? Meri's an early morning person. I got there for Kathy Berg's. I didn't get up for everybody else's. I had to go back and watch it, but it was certainly fun. And for those that want to do some last minute Christmas shopping, the Defy auction is tomorrow. I don't have any idea what they have in it. Guys, I have not been up on it, but have you seen that ledger? Oh my gosh, I want that ledger. All right. So let's see if I have 8. 1, 2, 6, 7. There. I want that ledger. paintgirlee's next. You've been up since 5 a.m.? Oh, in fact. What time is it for you now? Lori is such a good painter. If you guys haven't gone over, do you guys see her beautiful Christmas ornaments? She makes, her light bulb ornaments are so awesome. Now, what I do for my bigger ones, if you have a hole punch that'll fit through it, use it. I mean, you can punch them individually. I didn't bring my pokey tool down here. I'm just going to use my crocodile. On the really big ones, I punch 2 holes if I don't have a brad or I don't have a stapler, and I don't in here, okay? I didn't bring it to my, this is not really my craft area. This is my makeshift craft area. So I'm going to punch 2 holes like you would a button, like this. See it? And then I'm going to string some thread through it to tie it off. Let's see, where's that thread here? And the reason you need thread, or you need something to tie it off, is you want something to tie it onto your package if you're gonna do it that way. Otherwise, you have to tape it. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Of course, I'd let them get out of alignment, but it doesn't matter. I should have brought a needle, but I didn't. You've been up since 4:30? You guys, the problem with me is that I go to bed late too. So I'm like a night owl. I'm like ridiculous. I'm a night owl, early morning person. It's that stupidest thing ever. I'm a night owl, early morning person. Yes, it would have been better if I had a needle. I can hear one of you guys talking. I didn't bring one over here with me. What did you say? You saw half what? You saw half of what Godmother Care has for sale, and it's going to be phenomenal. Oh no, it's hard for me, you guys, because I want to participate, but I'm not letting myself buy anything. It's 9:30 where you are, Linda? Well, it's only 4 in the afternoon for me, you guys. So you're a night owl, early morning person too. Isn't that the most ridiculous thing? Like, how do we get through that? You're a night owl, morning person? I know. My partner says that I only take cat naps. It's just not true. But when I've slept about 5 hours, that's the max for me. How many of you guys are like that? And so the earlier I go to bed, like the other night I fell asleep, I was so tired. I had been sorting stuff and moving stuff all day long, and I was so tired. And I laid down. It must have been like 7 o'clock, and I fell asleep. I was up at midnight, and that was it. I tried to go back to sleep. You went to bed at 3:30. Well, I need at least 5 hours, I think. I think I'm like, it would be great. Like, yeah, it would be great if I could get more, but it just doesn't work out for me. Meri, what time do you go to bed? Mary's like a night owl morning person too. It gets worse when you age. I don't know how much more worse it could get for me. What, I'm going to get down to sleep in like an hour a night, and that's it? Meri, how much time do I have? Am I done? So here it is. 7 hours for you? Oh, girl, I wish 7 hours would be like a luxury for me. Okay, so here it is. And then all you do is go back and scrunch it up. That's it. Yep, it happens. Oh my gosh, I can't imagine only sleeping one night. Will you guys head on over to Lori's? You just spent over $400. That's fine. Oh, Deb, I just mailed out all your stuff. You should get it soon. I mailed it out. Devin, you know what? Think about this. You just bought a lot of people some real happiness, and you helped me purge. You got all my good treasures. I have to tell you, when I was packing them up, I was like, oh. I think I mailed you 5 packages, 2 huge boxes and 3 things. Thanks, Mary. And then you just open it back up. And there you go. That is these flowers. That is what these are. So super simple. You make a whole wreath of them and it's fun. You guys head on over to Lori and have a great night. And I'll see you guys over there. Hop on the bus. Hop on the bus. Bye, Mary Lou. Bye, Violet. Bye, Richella. Bye, Mary Kay. Love you, girl. Miss you guys. I'm going to try to get back to streaming soon. May just get my pitiful streaming, though. Bye, Linda. Thank you. Yeah, thanks, lurkers. Aw, thanks, Ann. Love you, girl. Hey, Peggy. Hey, Kim. You guys have a wonderful night. Oh, Deb, I hope you like all the stuff. Girl, your boxes are heavy, too. The lady at the post office is like, what's in this? But see, can you imagine? You can make a whole wreath out of them. A whole... Oh, thanks, Teresa. You're awesome. Thanks for saying that. Love you guys. See you in a few minutes over at Paint Girly Lori. Bye, Beth. Big hugs to you, girl. You got me wanting to make some Christmas clusters. Snip it. Hold the bus, right? Hold the bus. I have made a bouquet with these, Lala. I made a bouquet for somebody's rehearsal dinner. Can you imagine? They come out good. They would come out good. They were good. There were a huge bouquet of them. I made them out of a Costco flyer and painting papers. So, but you can tie them on your bags. You can tie them on your packages. All right, ladies. See you over there. Take care. Thanks for the thumbs up. Bye, Ruth. They are beautiful, and they look really nice on a package. If you put them on a package, they look so good. They look really good, and you can put a bunch of them on a package, like a bouquet, make them big, make them small. They look really great. Nobody needs to know that it was a recycled paper bag. All right, bye, Norma. See you guys. See you over at Lori's. Hi, Dana. How are you, girl? All right. Bye, you guys.